Okay, so we have another fun way. If you were able to get, let's just say, I'm gonna accent the showstopper solitaire with our Created Gemstone Diamond Look Band Ring. Okay. So, you know, was talking about how adding color into engagement settings and wedding settings has definitely been all the rage in gemstones. So whether it be sapphires or rubies or exotic stones, it's, you know, one of the biggest, hottest looks, or even incorporating, in this case here, like a classic band back with a clear diamond or an absolute. Well, this is our SquareCut Eternity Band Ring. So here's the best part. Even on its own, as a standalone piece, this goes all the way around the band. So much, much more expensive. We have sizes 6 through size 10, and we have your choice of either the sapphire, the ruby, or we have the simulated emerald. And the best part is that we've simulated the emeralds to be man-made, flawless, perfect, deep, gorgeous emerald green color. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even want to try to put a price tag on that. With a lot of metal in here, so very, very substantial in weight. We created, so like the absolute, the sapphire and the rubies are man-made. They're flawless, they're perfect. And they're going to have, they will equate to, let's say, a Ceylon sapphire or a Burmese ruby, something as, or even Siam ruby, that kind of look, the premium colors, and wear beautifully. You can easily stack these, as Victoria is showing you. We're gonna have a handful, very limited, but beautiful classic, believe it or not, tennis bracelets too, that are gonna be coming up for you next, that are gonna work back beautifully, that are also specially priced. So they're, you know, created stones that have fun working it back, layering these pieces back together. But again, another New Year's special price on these. In sizes 6 through 10, we took $20 off at $79.95. And we're featuring these with 3 flex pays, free shipping, and 4 flex pays is what, under $20 to get this at home. But I wanted to show you that when I say substantial, you can see this is all gorgeous silver rhodium finish, set exactly like premium, hand set, same setters. You can't even imagine how difficult a clean channel setting like this is. Every stone has to be cut to perfection, because even if it was just like a hair off, let's say, right? The stone would come loose. It would not be flush to the touch. It's definitely not gonna have this clean appearance. It's not gonna have the open galleries. So, I mean, set, master craftsmanship, great special New Year's price. That's 5116